That is public. This is not. This is private.
Why does it say it's private?
It's private property.
Where does it say it's private?
The landlord owns the land.
Who's the landowner?
I don't want to get into an argument with you. I would just like to leave sight if that's possible.
Who is the landlord? No, I'm not going to leave, no.
You're not going to leave?
No, I'm going to wander around.
Anyway, because it's private property and we don't allow you to be filming here.
I just wanted to find out a bit about the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority, to be honest.
They're not here.
Well, funny, there's a sign in there that says Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority.
So why are you coming investigating the Gangmasters? What reasons do you have for that?
Because I find it interesting.
You find it interesting?
Yeah.
So I've called the police. I'm not going to get into an argument.
Which law do you think I'm breaking?
It's private property.
What law is that then?
And you're not allowed to take videos and photos of the building. It's not acceptable in the business that we're in.
Well, you can, yeah, of course you can. It's a government building.
It's not acceptable.
It's a government building.
Yeah, I know, but we've got procedures in place and people have to get permission to take photos. You've not asked for permission.
Well, surely it's public. If it's a government building, it's owned by the public.
Yeah, I know it's a government building, but it's still classed as private property. The land is owned by somebody else.
She is completely wrong, and here's why. The staff member is mixing up ownership and public access. Yes, a government place may be owned by a department, but that does not mean it is private in a legal way. If people can walk there freely, with no gates or signs stopping them, then it is a public area. Filming there is fully legal. Saying you need permission to film is not true. There is no UK law that stops someone from recording a government building from a place they are allowed to be. If they don't want filming, they should block access instead of making up rules.
See, I know you're filming and stuff. I just want to know what it's about, because obviously this is a government building.
Yep.
What is it about?
It's a government building.
Yeah, but why are you filming it?
I didn't know I needed a reason. Why are you filming me?
Because I'm speaking with you and you're a suspect in an incident where you're filming a government building.
Suspect? That would imply that I've committed a criminal offence.
Listen to me a minute, okay? You're zooming in on people's IDs. I can tell you're one of those bloggers. That's absolutely fine, okay? But you can't be zooming in on people's IDs when this is a government building.
Who says?
It's the law, mate.
What law?
We don't play this game where...
Could you identify yourself, please?
Okay, PC 1191 Mercedes, as you can see by my badge.
Which station are you based out of?
I'm based at Byron House Police Station.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are we filming? I don't really get what we're
Because it's a government building.
Yeah.
I pay for it, I can film it.
Okay, so why are you getting mouthy then? Because the thing is that you've been getting mouthy with them.
They were getting mouthy with me. I was perfectly polite till they started giving me attitude.
Yeah, because they're asking why you're filming them when this is a government building and asking for their IDs.
From the moment the officer arrives, it's clear she is not trying to calm things down. She wants control. Her tone is rude and bossy, like she's ordering people around. She laughs in a mocking way and calls Gwen a blogger and mate, which is unprofessional and disrespectful. She also doesn't tell her name at first, which officers are supposed to do. Instead of checking the situation properly, she calls Gwen suspicious just because he is filming and asking for ID. Both things are legal. Filming in public is allowed, and asking for ID from government workers is a normal way to hold them accountable.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm not going to give any details.
Okay, you need to give me your details.
No, I don't.
Yes, you have. Because
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I think you need to get your facts straight there.
No, okay, you listen to me now. You've been getting mouthy with these people.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have. You've been harassing them.
I haven't harassed anyone. They approached me.
You have. Okay.
You have the right to approach him.
That's live.
He's filming, so we've asked him
if
he wouldn't film it on private property.
Yeah, of course.
We've been very reasonable with him, and the attitude that he has with you, he's had with us too.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What was his reason?
There's nothing illegal about what I'm doing.
He said he's interested in the Gangmasters Labour Abuse Authority. He's just bullshitting.
Right, okay.
Basically. I don't agree with the word that he's saying.
Alright then.
Okay.
So we would like him removed.
Yeah, of course you can. Is there
I'm in a public place.
No, it's not been threatening, but obviously he's not corresponding with us. We've asked him not to video. I've given us the reasons, which are valid reasons why. He's become argumentative, and really I'd just like him to...
This part shows how wrong information spreads when people don't know the law. The staff member tells the officer that Gwen was arguing and filming in private, but that is not true. There are no signs or barriers stopping him from filming. It's even worse because Gwen already explained why he was there. He said he was filming for the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority, which is a real government agency. They investigate worker abuse and modern slavery. So his filming was not random. It had a clear reason and was in the public interest.
Why two vehicles on blue lights for somebody not breaking the law?
Because I was told that you were being quite abusive to staff and you were filming a government building.
Well, obviously someone's lied to you then, haven't they?
System, it's grade 1. which means that we travel on blue lights and sirens.
Okay.
And it's 2 vehicles because we're in a car each, so it's actually only 2 officers.
Okay.
So do you have like a YouTube channel or something?
You know, you were a bit hostile with me to start off with, demanding my details, so I'm not going to give you any information now, thank you.
Okay. Are you, so I'm going to need you to leave the premises.
Well, under what law?
Pardon?
Under what
called
law?
Under Section 35 Act, okay? So it's a dispersal order, and I need you to leave this area, okay? Because people don't want here. You've been causing trouble. You've been shouting at them.
I haven't been causing any trouble.
Yes, you have.
You're lying now.
Stop being argumentative with me.
Stop giving me attitude, no.
No, you've given me attitude from the start, which is on my camera and yours as well.
Demanding my details and things like that straight off the bat.
You need to move your stuff. Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not taking anything. I'm walking with.
This was a wrong use of Section 35. This law is only used when someone's behaviour may cause trouble, fear, or crime. Gwen was doing none of that. He was calm and just filming in a public place. Filming government buildings from public areas is legal and protected by law. Nothing he did was enough to use this power. The officer did not use the law correctly. She used it because she felt uncomfortable. Saying people don't want you here is not a legal reason. It's just an emotional one.
Yeah, I've got him on my camera as well. It's just silly.
I've got it all on camera. No, it's not silly. That's your thoughts. I'd rather you keep them to yourself, to be honest. You're a public employee.
Well, what's around here then? Is this your like full-time job then, plug-in?
I do all sorts.
What, plug-in buildings?
So we're on the public. Can you put the bag down now? We're on the public pavement.
So I don't want you round that private property anymore, okay? If you are caught there again, I will come back and you can be arrested for it, okay? Do you understand that? I'm giving you a warning for this now. I'm being quite reasonable with you.
Okay, can you tell me which act and which section that is, please?
It's under Section 35 Act, but at the minute I'm giving you a warning.
Section 35 of what?
Yes, it doesn't matter what.
No, it does matter what.
No, okay. This is end of now, okay? Just because you're filming me, it really doesn't intimidate me. It doesn't scare me.
Okay. You don't
You've got a mask
intimidate
on your
me.
face like trying to hide your identity. It doesn't scare me.
You don't intimidate me. You can try and arrest me or anything like that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
This moment shows the officer was not handling the situation properly. When Gwen calmly asks, Section 35 of what? She replies, it doesn't matter. That is not confidence. That is avoiding responsibility. Police must clearly say what law they are using. It's basic procedure. By refusing to explain, she showed she was not acting properly. She was guessing. Then she made it worse by saying Gwen was trying to scare her because he was wearing a mask. That makes no sense. Masks are legal, and he was clearly wearing it for privacy. She was not looking at facts, she was reacting with emotions.
This premises again, okay? It's going to be taken further. You don't need that. You can get on with your day. You can go film some other buildings, okay? Get on with your vlogging business. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is one building that you can't film. Go and film another one.
I'll film what I like them in public.
But that's a private property that you've been on.
Yeah, it's publicly accessible. Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972.
Okay, well done.
However, the bit that you were on was part of private land, so you just weren't allowed on that bit. Okay?
So what, it's not government property, is it?
Huh?
Is it not government property?
That bit is government property.
Well, it's public property,
however,
isn't it?
no, it did not in this instance, just because of whatever goes on in there, and I've already had word in it. All right. So just because it's a government building doesn't necessarily mean it's always accessible to the public.
Well,
Okay.
I didn't see any signs or anything, Constable.
I appreciate that, and whatever it might have been, we've just tried to sort it out as the lowest level that we possibly can. Okay,
No problem.
Which is why we've just asked you just to move away from the building and just not.
See, that's
just
fine.
not
If
film
your
from
colleague
here,
had
all
asked
right?
as politely as you are
That's
right
what I
now.
did in the first
No, you
place.
didn't. You give me attitude. You give me lip. You're acting like you're acting stupid.
I'm not
so
interested in either side now. As long as it's all resolved and we can just move on peacefully and quietly. All right.
From the start, the officer treated Gwen like a problem instead of a person with rights. Her rude tone, attitude, and refusal to listen made the situation worse. Meanwhile, Gwen stayed calm, polite, and clear the whole time. He knew the law, and that seemed to frustrate her. The calmer he was, the more unreasonable she became. When another officer stepped in, it showed how things could have gone if she had acted professionally. It showed the difference between good policing and misuse of power. Honestly, if she acted like this in any other job, she would be fired. Imagine a doctor or teacher speaking like that. It wouldn't be accepted. But in policing, this behavior often gets ignored. That's the real problem. Until officers face real consequences, these situations will keep happening, and people like Gwen will keep holding them accountable.
yeah, it's fine.
If you're happy with that, Lovely.
Yeah, see, you've been perfectly polite. I thank you for that.
What I will say is that my colleague is dead right. We've given you the warning for it. If you come back, you can be arrested for breach of 35 notice.
Which act is that, sorry?
It's part of the Public Order Act.
Public Order Act,
I'll read it out for you. If that makes you feel better, I'll read it out.
So it's literally just that.
It's antisocial behaviour crime and policing act 2014.
Do you suspect that I have been committing antisocial behaviour? Because there is a Home Office document that is called the...
Mate, listen, I don't care about it.
Well, you should care, you should care.
No,
Yes, you should care. I think you need to get retrained, you do. I'm going to make a complaint. Yes, I am. I'm making a complaint about you. Professional standards.
That's okay, you can do that.
I'm making a professional standards complaint about you. Yep, here we go. They'll have that as well.
You got my details?
Yep, thank you.
Alright, we're done then.
Okay, bye-bye.